To do that, Guruji, don't you think another feature of a young mind, we are talking of Adi Shankaracharya, he left his home at a young age and he probably left his mortal body when he was in his early 30s. But before that, so many things that he achieved and left for all of us as a treasure. He was a seeker. If he had already believed and, as you rightly said, conditioned his mind, he would not have sought for things.
Yeah.
So is that another important feature? What is the importance of being a seeker and not a believer?
In fact, being a seeker and not being a believer is a byproduct of the first fundamental maxim which I said, rebel against the conditioning which has been forced upon you. If you follow the conditioning, you will be forced to become a believer. Every individual should be allowed, should get an opportunity to seek his own truth of life. And I want to tell you, everybody has got to seek his own truth. And the truth of every individual is hidden inside. Truth about your own self can be gained and gathered from within you only, not from outside. Right? And who else can get it for you? Your truth, your intrinsic nature. Who can give it? Only you will have to do it. And I have to tell you that this intrinsic truth can be gained only by moving your energy inside, inward. If inward movement of energy is not there, you will not be able to explore yourself. There is only one way, there is only one path, only one device invented so far on this planet. If you want to explore yourself, if you want to explore your being, if you want to explore the truth of your life, if you want to explore the truth of your intrinsic nature, if you want to connect yourself to the original source of your being, you will have to turn your energies inward. Nothing else and no other device can ever be useful. I am telling you the essence, the crux of all the science of spirituality developed so far on this planet by Hindus, Jains, Christians, Buddhists, everywhere. I am telling you the crux. So, any sensible scientific approach is to ensure that the youth turns inward to find one's truth. And the truth of every individual is separate from the other. Every individual is meant only to grow his own seed and take it into flowering. And if every individual can do that, this whole humanity can experience the peak of consciousness just within 20 to 25 years. And this is something which I want to encourage through the young mind movement. And secondly, I have to say that once you start believing as a part of your childhood conditioning, what happens? Any possibility of your own personal discovery is destroyed. Since you have started believing that God is there, since you have started believing that my book contains the solutions to all the problems of this life and this world, then all your talents will become limited and you will never be able to explore your own hidden treasures. You will never be able to apply your own brains to search, seek and find the truth. Once you have believed it, then there is no need of searching anything. So the possibility of searching, seeking and receiving is instantly destroyed. This is the first disaster that happens because of the belief systems. And the second disaster is, once you start following your belief, then you start sticking to it with all your strength, with all your nonsense, you will pursue it. It may be even a poisonous effort. It may be even suicidal act, but because it is a part of your belief, you will stick to it with all tenacity and it will ultimately destroy you. That is how terrorism is flourishing on this land. That is how do or die concepts for this ism or that ism are prevailing in the whole world. If we want to put an end to all this nonsense, we have to create youth and young minds as seekers, not as believers.
And I think comes so naturally to the Bharatiya tradition. The Indic faiths and Indic philosophy itself has been neti neti. This is not the final word.
Yeah.
Ekam sat vipra bahudha vadanti.
Yeah.
We have always embraced all